Hi again. Well, I mean, I guess I say this pretty much every time, but once again, I don't really want to do this. Yep, I still don't like making these videos. I kind of, I don't know if it would be good to say, but, or if it's the right way to put it, but I do feel like a bit of dread when it gets, closer to time to do these. Still don't like having to look at my self talk while I'm doing it either. That's really another unpleasant part of it. Uh, but it is what it is. And as I've also said before, I'm not going to just give up because, I mean, I don't know. I don't want it to just be another thing that I could be like, yeah, you gave up on that. Uh, uh, Aside from that, I guess I'll just get into whatever I can think of to talk about. I kind of am not sure, but one thing I did know to talk about would be that I got the results from my blood work back that I got recently to like check my hormone levels and stuff and some other things like I think like a metabolic panel. Apologies if I'm saying clueless things uh, about that, but my testosterone levels were higher than they actually were before I went back on the hormones, which is somewhat surprising. I knew that starting the dutasteride would bring them back up again because of the testosterone not being converted into DHT. Uh, I just didn't realize by how much. Um, my estrogen levels, and I'm on a low dose of estradiol right now with 2 milligrams once daily. They seem to be at a decent range given the dosage. Like I definitely have quite a bit more estrogen again than I did in the time that I was off of hormones. But my testosterone went from like mid 600s to 900. I don't know the actual word for the value that or what's measured. I guess like and apologies for my ignorance in that. It kind of makes things less useful. I probably should have looked at it again before I started making the video, but as I said, I didn't really want to do this. I still don't like doing it. I'm kind of waiting for when it feels easier, uh, or hoping that it eventually feels easier. Everything else, though, in the blood work seemed to be pretty good, uh, from what I could tell at least. Aside from that, I guess like I've been a bit worried about what having the testosterone levels like that would be doing. If it's like making me not get progress with the estradiol, I do worry about that. But I don't feel like I can go back on spironolactone. I don't. I had some issues with it. Um, so yeah, I guess there's that to figure out. Um, I guess also I did have some difficulties this week too, and I did really have some mental health struggles, especially because of my still undiagnosed gastrointestinal disorder that has been making life difficult for about 3 years now and has gotten progressively worse. And despite going to doctors and having procedures done, like, like a colonoscopy and blood work, gosh, I can't remember what the scan was called that they had done, a CT antennorography, I think that's what it was. And having follow-up visits with the gastroenterologist and stuff, and them just saying, we didn't find anything uh, to diagnose you with, and that they don't think there's anything specifically wrong has been difficult because I'm definitely experiencing it in my life. And so, honestly, even right now, my stomach doesn't feel good. Uh, but it was particularly bad at points in this week. So much so that I was just miserable, depressed. One, because I can't eat uh, things that I used to love anymore. Um, basically, sorry, I lost my train of thought. There's yelling going on downstairs. I hope that's not coming up in the video. Um, yeah, gosh, I really, really lost my train of thought. Oh my goodness. Just, it's really difficult, especially because I feel also that there isn't like much of an understanding about what it's like to feel just pain and discomfort and sick and like you need to use the bathroom and you can't, and just it's really, really not a good time. Um, and it's made life a lot harder, especially with like having to go to work regardless of feeling that way. And it just really, like, sometimes I'll have to go to the bathroom multiple times um, within a day. Like several times might be a better word, or I spend a significant portion of my day in and out of the bathroom, either trying to go or being able to go. And it's just, I don't know. I never really thought I would have to deal with something like this, and I know there's people dealing with way worse things, but this has been really hard, especially because I have plenty of other issues too, like like the fucking, oh, sorry, part of my language, like you know, gender identity and transitioning and stuff. And mental health issues, social anxiety, and everything. Just anxiety in general, which I have been working on. And just too many things to get into. This week wasn't like particularly bad outside of like the health issue moment, and I even had some good parts to it too, which I feel like I don't really have much of a chance to get into because of the time limit almost being up. I also I did have another group session this week too, and that was pretty good. I don't really know what to say about it. It's kind of hard to. I mean, I still kind of have a difficulty with actually participating vocally outside of when they do the check-in, but uh, it was kind of nice to see too that there's other people who kind of struggle with that, and I liked it a lot more this time than I did the first two times. Um, and I got to see my therapist again on Monday after 2 weeks of not seeing her, and that was kind of nice too. And I get to see her again tomorrow, which will also be nice and helpful in some way, I imagine. I'm kind of sorry about, well, not kind of sorry, I am sorry about just the quality of this video, I guess, if anybody even really watches, which, I mean, I would kind of understand why people wouldn't be interested in um, my videos. I repeat myself a lot and so on. I don't really know what to talk about. It's not as fancy in like editing or other things. I don't know. It's just something I'm doing, I guess, for me personally. But thanks to whoever's watching, and I really appreciate it if you are. and I guess I will see you next time. Bye.